Dato Wira, team owner of the Westport's KL Dragons, enjoys car racing and is also an experienced track race driver right here in Malaysia. Besides his love of basketball, let's head to his crib to find out more.
Basically, I started my education overseas when I was 9. I got sent away when I was 9. That was a bit of a handful when I was a kid. So yeah, I started my education in England and basically finished up all the way there. I got from primary school all the way to my degree. So I hosted schools in England and then ended up in Cambridge. I finally got my act together, ended up in Cambridge and graduated from Cambridge. So I did history. It surprises everybody, but basically history, we only had to hand in one paper a week. But my core business is property here. We've just completed our last development here, which is 40 units around KLCC area. So, and they're not for sale, they're only for rental. So mostly it's investments. Property has been in our family for a long time. My dad was a property developer before. In fact, he developed this area here where we are now. When I came back, it just seemed the right way to go. Property, it always appreciates at the end of the day. So it's a good, safe investment to go into. I've always been interested in fast cars ever since I was a kid. I think that's got to do with my dad. He loves cars, and he's got a nice collection of cars, not me. I only have a few cars. After I graduated, sort of came back and had a chance to first go karting. So that was nice, and then I got sort of hooked onto that and sort of slowly built up, went into on production as a series first, and then Malaysian Super Series. Last year we won the 12-hour endurance race, so that was nice, after 9 years of trying. So I always tend to race in Malaysia rather than overseas. Yeah. The big endurance race here is held in August, and normally you have like 2 or 3 months to prepare before that, and it gets a bit crazy towards 2 or 3 weeks before the race. But basketball is sort of like ever-changing, and then you're dealing with different personalities as well on the court, so it's more challenging in that sense. Ruben's a trusted friend, and he's done pretty well in his businesses, so I've got a lot of faith in him. He's my partner in a lot of other businesses as well. So this is just an extension of our relationship. So he was pretty excited about it, and I finally got to sit down, I think 2 weeks later, with Tony and Ruben, and we had a discussion about how we want to do this and take where we want to take the league. And I think 3 days after that, I was in the Philippines for the opening of the ABL, and I was representing the KL Dragons there. So that's how I got involved. We're serious about this championship. We're serious about being contenders, and I think we've made the changes to prove so. It's a tough process for us because it's a new thing for Malaysians to have a professional basketball team. From the stadium and the support that we're getting and the feedback we're getting so far, we're very, very optimistic about where we're going to be in 2 or 3 years' time. Our main target right now is let's hit the playoffs and hopefully win this championship this year, and we can get a lot more support if we are champions. What I liked about the ABL is that we actually can bring in imports to improve the skills and the mental strength of our locals, to bring their game up to a higher level. The way that our locals can step up in our games when our imports are not playing well. They've done that this year, and it's amazing to see that they can actually fight and win against international teams and international players as well. The sponsors are always difficult, especially in Malaysia. If you don't do a lot of arm twisting and you don't know the right people, it's not going to be easy to get sponsors. I think the first year was very tough for us because nobody knew about basketball and nobody knew about how the crowd and how the public would react. We've got great media partners, so that helps a lot in that sense. And yeah, we've got more sponsors for our second year, and we're hoping to get more for the third year. But you know, the first 3 years in any new sport or any new team is going to be tough. Not only are we a new team, we're a new sport as well in Malaysia. So that's making it even tougher for us. But yeah, I think with you know, with our media partners and getting the buzz out there, you know, slowly people are beginning to pay attention. Yeah, on the crowd and in our stadium, I follow the team to the away games, so I know how it is. And I've been talking to most of the opposing players as well, and they said, you know, it's probably the toughest place to play because yeah, we got crazy people in our crowds. Watch out, ABL. West Sports KL Dragons coming after you.